What is going on, guys? Today we have another Elder Scrolls 6 speculation video. This time it is about Valenwood. Just Valenwood, really. So, Valenwood is one of those races, well, provinces even, where you want to just to find out more about. You haven't ever been to in any Elder Scrolls game. I don't think you can in online yet. I don't know. Probably can, but I haven't played online. And apparently it got bad reviews, so imagine Valenwood being in a good Elder Scrolls game. And I found this, it could be legit, but I doubt it. It looks quite fan-made to me, although there is the trademark on the thing before. That was probably fan-made too. Not to worry. It looks good. So anyway, moving on smoothly to so, like I said, the Bosmer, the Wood Elves, they're quite an interesting race. We could learn a lot more about them. That'll be cool, interesting. I like to see how their origins and so forth. I know it's not exactly an iffy area. I'm gonna do videos like this for every thing that I covered in that big video, I think. But anyway, Valenwood's quite cool. Got the Bosmer there. Yeah, it's located west of Elsewhere and south of Hammerfell, I believe. Yeah, that's right. And it's east of Somerset Isle. Well, Somerset Isles even. So yeah, and it could be divided by civil war. So maybe this time the main antagonist could be actually mortal. Maybe. Yes, and you see the civil war will be immersive since everyone is firing bows at each other in trees and they have funny hats. That would be epic. Funny hats. Anyway, so the environment's quite cool. Valenwood's got the cities are built in trees. Now, come on, that's awesome. They're like built in treetops, and come on, you have to admit that it looks great when they build them in treetops. It's just like, welcome to Valenwood. I can imagine starting off in your little city treetop, or village treetop, and it gets attacked, and you just like fall to the ground. Or you wake up at the start of town, maybe. Maybe your hometown gets destroyed, something like that, I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. As a kid, you might start off as a kid for once, that'll be awesome. Anyway, the Bosmer are quite an interesting race. I think I would love to play as a Bosmer at some point in the Elder Scrolls. In their homeland, they're an interesting race. I know you can already, but in their own province, like them there in Valenwood. I mean, these are some screenshots from a mod I have for the Drunken Huntsman in Whiterun, but it actually looks like what this is probably a very good insight on what the ideal Bosmer home is like. Well, Bosmer building, Bosmeric place. Wood Elven, I don't know which, whatever. Yeah, everything's a bit more packed in Valenwood since Valenwood's slightly smaller than Skyrim, which could mean we'll be seeing other parts of Tamriel elsewhere as well. Maybe, I don't know. I'm interested in finding out what happens. Also, the houses could be a lot different to what they're like in Skyrim, because in Skyrim they were quite bland, quite dull, quite, what's the word? So, quite dry actually, but from the mods that I've downloaded, gives you quite a good idea of what they could possibly be like in Valenwood, and they look quite cool. They've just got everything. They've got statues, maybe they're in trees. Yeah, quite interesting. Maybe a bit dry, but maybe a bit consistent. But if Bethesda are watching this, make sure that the towns are unique, and so the taverns. Because look, this is from the Pine Watch village, or is it Pine? No, it's Pine Watch village, and this is the tavern. Isn't that awesome? Just look at what making it sense. This is well, it's not sensible. It's unique in every way. Even the textures on that wall is quite unique. I haven't seen it anywhere else in Skyrim, only in the village. So yeah, make sure the taverns are unique, and you will have very interesting. You'll have better reviews if you make everything unique. You just have people exploring it, sucking at hours out of it. It'll make up for the slight dumbing down of the map size. If you had a lot more stuff to look at, you'd be spending hours in one place going to the next. Trust me, I tried it with Skyrim and it just didn't work. Also, the compact idea of the trees is quite cool, because that means that you don't have to really have to turn back on yourself at any point. Really, you could just go through trees. Maybe quite interesting. Really interesting. But anyway, there needs to be ways up into the towns, villages, and cities from the ground. So I've decided maybe you should add in some. There needs to be some spiral trees. Well, trees with spiral staircases and so forth, and the taverns need to be well decorated, and maybe a bit less with the tankards like in this mod, which is Pine was. But the tankards look cool up there and look quite interesting. I think they should take modders' ideas into account here and put them into the game. I mean, don't do that with everything you see in Skyrim, because then you just make it unmoddable, and we want the next Elder Scrolls game to be moddable. So you can go play it with mods, but we want it so you can go back to mods afterwards. So Valenwood would make very good with that, because I've always wanted to know what Valenwood's like. I'd like to see, like, you know, maybe some indoor decoration beyond the bland, like desk and so forth. That's just, what's the word? It's annoying, just when you go into the same shop and it's exactly the same shop somewhere, like waking up in a tavern and not knowing where the hell you actually fell asleep. Stuff like that. And you're just like, oh, am I in Winterhold? No, you're in Pinewatch. I don't want stuff like that. Also, the next Elder Scrolls game, if it's set in Valenwood, it could be darker. I mean, and the armors could be a lot more interesting, since they've got the Wood Elves, and the Wood Elves aren't exactly Nords, and their armors are more hunter styled, and hunters are actually quite light on their feet, and therefore they're more related to hoods in ways. You could get hunters with hoods, and the hunters with hoods look amazing. Hooded, having to play hooded for once, like light armor instead of heavy, that would be quite cool. Just like going around in light armor. Quite awesome, actually. Also, the character models need to be suited to the area. I mean, add in every race, still, maybe just leave that be, just focus on the area. Leave that be, just maybe add a few tweaks here and there to the character models, make them look a bit more next gen. Make them interact more with the area, so they have arms that they can actually use, and yeah, that will work. Like I was saying about Valenwood being a great setting, it could have a great story, like the war type, I don't know. Violent tree shooting, maybe even add parkour into it. Now that wouldn't be a good idea, Bethesda, but add pathways on the treetops so you can get the places. That'll be a great addition. I think that'll be quite fun, actually. But you have to jump a bit every now and then, and also make hunting a major part of it, because the Bosma are quite fond of their hunting, and and if you made hunting quite a powerful element of the game, you'd actually get a lot more people enjoying the content, just having like the capabilities of hunters, like this guy here, just being able to hunt, be awesome. Or this guy, assassin, maybe have an assassin as the main quest line. Also, you need to have conflicting factions. That'll be quite cool, actually. Conflicting factions for a main story. But anyway, I'm coming to an end of the video quite soon, about 30 seconds in now. But so like I was saying about the Elder Scrolls, it needs to be something new, maybe warmer. Valenwood can bring that new thing in, and I think I would like to see it. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though I know most of you didn't. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. No hateful comments or flame wars. You know what to do, guys. Bye. I'll make one of these on Black Marsh and maybe Hammerfell too in the future. Bye.